Hey, Carrie, how you doing? Listen to some Canton pop in the background music. It's the Twins. Um, they were like really big in the '90s. Thank you. They were real big in the '90s. They had like a movie career. They starred in different movies. There's yeah, I think Charlene and someone else. That was like they're twins. They're not sisters, but they're called twins, and they had a very big run in Hong Kong. They're still pretty famous. I think they had some concerts here, but they've had some concerts all over Asia also under the group called Twins, TWINS. I think late nine late '90s, early 2000s. They were really huge. It's a Canto pop or Cantonese pop centered around Hong Kong and southern China. They were big. That this song right now we're listening to is like one year they did a Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year kind of song. So this has been a long time hit. So it has all the different kind of sound effects and stuff like that. So I think around that time movie stars and music, I think it's every year. They do the Happy Lunar New Year, they have pictures or video greetings or things like that. Then that's I think probably around the early time of YouTube, and I guess even like the heyday of kind of like or heyday or of MTV kind of situation, all those kind of programs. If the video blurb or something like that was really popular for whether it's a movie star, red carpet or celebrations, they would always catch that was the first time I think that they would purposely catch like a blurb, like a video blurb or audio blurb for use later on. Okay, got my hot milk tea. Yeah, it's a late, it's an early dinner. 4:42. I'm getting here before 5 o'clock, so I get the special, the lunch special, but for my dinner, so it's a more less expensive price. Some kids, I guess they're getting off the the after school programs, or picking up their brother or sisters from the after school program probably. Yeah, I had a couple of things I had to do. Make sure take care of had the lady again calling me from New York regarding some kind of my washer and dryer. The company that sold it went out of business, so I got the full story today because I've been kind of pushing it off because I know I already have a warranty, for the manufacturer. So this was an extended one for a third party. So then I got the full story today. It was like basically, hi, I'm good. Okay, good. I got mine. All right, this is what I got. Same thing. I piping hot bitter melon chicken, rice, and then my milk tea. This is what I got today. This is my substance. Good. All right, let's go. Hmm. Hmm. George isn't here, huh? He's like, he'd be screaming at me, "Where's your rice?" Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy right now. Today it was overcast most of the day today. Tomorrow, the next 2 days gonna be raining. Wednesday's supposed to be like 91% rain. I think tomorrow is like a little bit less percentage rain, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Hmm, not snow peas. This is bitter melon or Goya in Japanese. The Chinese bitter melon chicken, which I like. Usually it's bitter melon beef, but I'm okay with chicken, which is on the special menu. I think snow peas is more expensive and hard to get nowadays. Even if they have snow peas, they won't give you as much as the old days. In the old days, full of dishes would be, peas. I remember I used to, I used to have to peel them, or at the restaurant. But those days, like those are peas were plenty. Nowadays, if you get them, it's like you get a couple, or, or a scattering. That's it. You're happy. I mean, because they cost so much. Even I heard bean sprouts are getting pretty expensive, and those are the filler food. Mm. Yeah, you must be craving them. I know, but dude, you can't get them. I think I'm not sure if the season, of course, or it's hard because a lot of times, sometimes they're easily what you call it, damaged by bugs. I remember when I was a little kid, when they'd have like a big bag of you toss them on the table on a piece of on some newspaper to peel them. Um, some will be damaged, so you can't use it, and then sometimes there'll be bugs in it, so you got to be careful. But sometimes you can tell the bugs are in, and then sometimes you can't. Like little caterpillar, kind of like little bugs. When you're doing stuff, you find them, the little pests, and you're because I did it for a long time when I was in elementary school and junior high. Like you kind of know after a while which ones are common in the crops. 'Cause I'd clean them and prep them and stuff like that. We had to see to see them, which ones were spoiled, things like that, or which one's good or not good, but you can't use. Mm. What was that black bean? See the black bean right there? It's black bean sauce. Ah, that was a pretty good walk yesterday. I think that was the longest walk that week, actually. Barely eclipsed another day. It was just under 15,000 steps. Yeah, I was going through my things and found my T-shirt. Haven't seen this in a while. This is a real Bruce Lee Foundation T-shirt, and this is a DJ Bruce, the signature right there. Haven't seen this in a while. Yeah, his daughter is the last person left. I think they have a podcast too. When the wife was taking care of the estate, I think the people just like shysted her, basically. She signed all this stuff that was kind of bad. So they're still working on getting a lot of the IPs back. Now, a couple of years I tried to buy the yellow tracksuit, for Game of Death, but for Halloween for Shibuya, but tried it on and it didn't fit because like you can't mix and match the tops and the bottoms, so that was kind of a problem for me. That was the year Tiger was still up in Beverly Hills. I went all the way to Beverly Hills to get those tigers, the yellow and black tigers. But so I had the shoes, and I had to go to a couple of them on Amazon to try to get them, and it was getting pretty close. So finally, I think one of them kind of worked. I still have that one, but so my friend that was coming over saw the shoes, or they were asking about it. So I showed them the shoes, and they're asking me about how they are. But it's like if you need arch support, probably not going to help. Because the time I went, I think over 30,000 steps in those things. I was over with Akasan and Daniel Yuka and JJ and Akasan. We were doing the Yamanote loop walk, out walking in those. I was in shorts too. I think I was in shorts, so it was getting cold. I think was I walking in shorts? I can't remember. I don't know if it was in shorts. No, it was November-ish, so no, I probably wasn't working, within shorts. But I was wearing those the Tigers. Not a good, I was just gonna go say hi to Akasan because I knew he was doing it because he was gonna have and he was streaming it. So I was just gonna say hi and bye. Ended up going with him majority of the way. I met up with him. I think he started in like I want to say Shinjuku or was it Shinjuku? I think Shinjuku. I think he started in Shinjuku, and then so I met up with him in Ikebukuro. So it was kind of tough finding him. Ikebukuro was kind of like big. So it's like I'm standing on the corner. Like what corner? Here, I'm standing on the same corner. It was a big intersection. It was near Sunshine City. But then again, Sunshine City is big. So many floors, so many entrances, so many exits. It's just Sunshine City is nuts. You know, um, the kind of entrances that there kind of are is like one's like across the street. I mean, way across the street, and you gotta go subterranean. And the other one is like kind of like a mall. So it's like crazy subterranean places to get there, in Ikebukuro. I think I finally went back. Let's see, at the end, I had to go back because I couldn't miss my last train to go back to where I was staying. So where was I? I think it was Shibuya. I can't remember Shibuya. We were trying to. There was some at Takanaka Gateway or something like that, the news station. There was a lot of construction, so we couldn't get by certain areas. So we kind of, it was the time was a wasting, because I was just like, man, I gotta get out the last train. I gotta get back. Otherwise, I won't make it back. Yeah, I don't know. So that was, so I can't, but I went away. Let's just say that I went away. But I think, yeah, Akasan made it the whole way. Yeah, that was just a little bit after Halloween. That was like into November, I think, a couple years back. So yeah, last time JJ was there. Yeah, JJ was there. But it's been a number of years now. I think it's been almost 10 years now that Shibuya doesn't want anyone to do Halloween over there. Now it's even spread into Shinjuku. So there's like a no Halloween, no drinking, no whatever in Shinjuku in Shibuya, in certain areas of Shinjuku, like and there's no drinking. So usually in Japan they have an open container law. You can drink anywhere, anytime you want. But because of all the trouble the last now 10, 20 years ish, and all the trash kind of like in Shibuya and now in Shinjuku, they're having these like they had an ordinance around Halloweenish, but now it's year round. So it's like within a certain area, Shibuya and then Shinjuku after a certain time. You can't be drinking, alcohol. So that's the way it's been. Um, they do have roving enforcement people. I think that's been on the news and stuff like that too. Even in Japanese news, it's been a sore spot. Shibuya, like that. Some other places that have high traffic areas. A lot of times, tourists or aka foreigners. So last number of years, they've been kind of like beating the drum. Oh, those darn foreigners, because they're not voters. I'm talking about. Must be those foreigners. Here's the ones causing you troubles. Of course, you can't be insulting the voters. Hmm. Scream is coming back. I saw it on a bus. 227. How's it going? Yeah, I mean it's on the horizon. The clouds have come in. It's like the storm clouds have come in. Let me take a look real quick. I want to see what time they project the rain to come in. Or with that, get onto the Wi-Fi. Mm, can't seem to hook up. Hey, Debbie, favorite travel? I think at this point it's probably Japan overall right now. Right now, dollar strong, yen is weak, so prices are good. I have some people I know that are there. Pretty good. We'll see how Malaysia is doing this trip. Also South Korea. The food's part of it. Yeah, food's always part of it. I think the variety, because you have Western, Asian, Japanese. Just, just my taste. You know, not a spicy guy. So hey, Wonder, how you doing? Welcome. Mm. Yeah, I have friends all over Japan. That's the thing too. So it's just visiting and seeing their kids too. Really sweet and sour chicken. I had some the other time. Actually, no, no. They had chicken again? Last time was sweet and sour fish. I think I did have sweet and sour chicken or sweet and sour pork the last time here. But I was craving some bitter melon today. Been a while. Hmm. Oh, the breaded one, huh? Yeah, some more. Milk tea. Ooh, I might finish it. So hungry. Yeah, after yesterday, after the dream, I don't think I ate too much. I had like some snacks and then like a cup of noodle. That was it after last night. Oh, H Mart, huh? Toronto. Yeah, I went to H Mart this week. Well, last week I went to H Mart. Sorry. Yeah, I went to. Remember I told you I went to get the free chips that I want on the wheel. I saw they had a within the week or so. They had a new Tokyo Central up in Emeryville, up in Northern Cal. You had crowds waiting in line, man, just to get in. Yeah, H Mart has a lot of prepared foods, good prepared food section. Went to the Arcadia one, and looked like they had Treasures were there. There's two different Korean bakeries that are pretty famous. Yeah, so lots local um, cousin Mori, which is like a tonkatsu place. So I know about them from the H Mart over in Arcadia, California, and but there's another one because I went to New Haven, a food hall over in West Covina. I saw them over there too. So it's like, hey, are you guys related? Yeah, they are. They're related. I'm getting full, but trying to finish it up. Uh, it's really overcast now. Before, when I got here, it was kind of partly overcast. You could see some sky, but now you can't see any sky overhead. That rains are coming. Let me look. Rain's good, but I like it better in Asia. I don't like it here because I have to drive in it, you know? I don't like driving in the rain too much anymore. I'm in LA. Don't want to be slip sliding around. But you know, snow and rain in Asia can be a big problem. I've been into typhoons and stuff like that. Lucky I haven't been through a blizzard, which they're having now in Asia. If I'm not going anywhere, then I like the rain, you know, or I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to be doing the rain when it's like disaster level. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't not disaster level rain. You know, because even here in LA, there's kind of like disaster level rain. If you got the hillsides up in Altadena and Malibu, when you got record rainfall, then you got the mudslides and whatnot. You know, so that's kind of disaster level kind of stuff. I don't want that. No blaming on the rain. Hey, wasn't that a Milli Vanilli song? Milli Vanilli? Blame it on the rain. Eh, eh. Do you guys remember Milli Vanilli performing Raindrops? Yeah, that's Burt Bacharach, and that also was a soundtrack for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And then was it Barbara Jane Fonda or Barbara Streisand that was in that movie? The fakes. Yeah, the thing is that, dude, before anyone knew they were fake singers, they were on top of the world, man. You gotta admit it. When they didn't get caught, dude, they were riding high. I mean, they were at the level of like the Barge. You know the Barge, right? Chris the Barge, stuff like that. Um, man, they were riding high. Milli Vanilli was riding high, dude. I mean, they were there. I mean, they were riding high at the same time. There's like what Vanilla Ice. They were all riding high at that time, man. They were all riding high. They were riding the wave, the MTV. Yeah, they were the best fix ever. For cooking live stream. Because wasn't that Milli Vanilli? Wasn't Blame It on the Rain? That was a good song. I wonder who wrote Blame It on the Rain. See, someone has to write these songs. You know, songwriters. I think, and then Prince. Even though Prince wrote a lot of songs. Apparently, Prince was extremely prolific music person that wrote music. I mean, the guy was again like a Mozart, something like that, like a genius ahead of his time. And he wrote so many songs. And then some songs have never seen the light of day. I think I don't know if you've seen it. There's been some. I've seen some YouTubes with you earlier, like maybe a year, half year ago, talking about there was a vault, a literal vault of all his works that he had been working on that he kept, and he wanted this for his mom. I think his mom kind of held the rights. I think somehow lawyers or whatever kind of swindled his mom, and then some people or got a hold of his works, and then they hold the keys, and far be it from his mother or whoever from his family to actually benefit from his work. The biggest thing is he wanted to resist. He was resisting the normal music production kind of things because in those days, come on, look at Red Hot Chili Peppers, right? And then look at their plight when people finally began to realize that the singers were getting hyped, shiced, just like in K-pop, or J-pop. The companies are just, I mean, they're making millions, if not more, for their producers. But the thing is, I think those guys just that industry just has a certain standard of what do you call it, just padding the books, padding the books. So eventually sometimes they're like they're like I mean like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think one of the girls was it Left Eye Lucy or whatever. She was like they were like almost destitute. They were on top of the world. They had sold out concerts, sold out merch, but they were living destitute. Living hand to mouth. Check by check. So that was kind of crazy that was happening. So the music industry per se, it's a kind of a shyst to a certain degree. The producers, so they're holding you by the short hairs. So I don't know, man. I don't even get my. Got night cha. Got a night cha. Right. Yeah, so I get a refill. It's like cloud. It's like real overcast right now, man. Looks and the sun is starting to go down. What's the time? It's 5:18, so sun's going down about 15 minutes, so it's gonna get a lot darker soon. Yeah. So that was kind of sad. I mean, that's just this. See, that's also the same kind of situation with book publishers and book authors, and that's been going on since what, 1600s, 1700s. Looking at Thomas Hardy, looking at and I think a lot of the molds change. Hopefully, a lot of the things are evening out. Like with MySpace, remember MySpace? MySpace, remember it used to be like the Facebook before Facebook was Facebook. It was MySpace. But then after people left, all the independent musicians started taking over MySpace. So MySpace became more of a indie music scene. So people can like go there and check out music stuff. I'm glad. Yeah, so that was kind of crazy. I mean, but and see the courts are behind the publishers to a certain degree. They had certain rulings back what 200 years ago that reinforced the publishers, which also book publishers, which in part when more music came around, that basically reinforced the music production part of it also again. So it's copyright things like that, trademark. So yeah, once those teenagers signed their life away, they don't realize what they're signing. Like, they'll get some stability, but the big bucks, royalties, etc. You wonder about that. Like even the Beatles, man, the Beatles, who owns the Beatles, library, stuff like that, all the copyright. And remember what happened to what Taylor Swift? Same thing with Taylor Swift. Remember? She didn't have control of her library and stuff like that, for her music library. Yeah. But I think now she does, as far as she was able to wrest it back, but she had to re-record a lot of stuff because she didn't own the previous stuff. Her previous stuff she didn't own. You know Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Let me see the weather. Tomorrow is 60% rain. Wednesday is, but went down to 85% rain. So tonight, oh, it doesn't show rain. Like, oh, that's curious. Tomorrow it doesn't show me rain. It goes up to 5 o'clock tomorrow, but doesn't show any rain. So that rain must be maybe after dusk tomorrow. Oh, Wonder, I heard about that. I saw the news. Was it KHON, whatever? Man, I saw the news for the last 2 days. Yeah, they shut down Hawaii, dude. That was crazy. I was somehow I got a feed. I think because somehow I looked at YouTube and I was watching the guy the Tesla guy. He beat up the mother and her daughter that were practicing driving. And he was in Hawaii, and he went to some gym people. The girl in the gym, because I looked at that. I guess I keep getting Honolulu. What is it? What is it? Is it just rain and wind? Because they shut everything down, dude. I saw that. I mean, I was like, what? I think the governor or something like that made a big speech or something like that or announcement. They're shutting it down. Thank you. That was crazy. Whoa, it's hot. It's hot. Oh, very strong winds. Hurricane. Maybe because it's consistent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's consistent. Also because like by doing that, they declare emergency that they'll get funding. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's what's gonna happen.
honey. The one have the bond, sweet and sour pork. It's no bond. No garlic honey. Also do that. Right? Okay. One sweet sour pork, one garlic honey. Dim sum. 蝦餃燒賣. Uh-huh. But around 25 to 30 minutes. Want to wait? One 蝦餃, one 燒賣. 25 to 30 minutes. How many hot 4 pieces. 4 pieces. No? Soup. Coffee, fish, mushroom. Okay, that's it. This one easier to go. All to go, right? Okay. One big like cocktail. This one pimia. One soup. One young cow white rice. One sweet salmon. One Australian. One sweet and sour pork. Yeah, that's good. And one onion. Calamari. The one that's udon. Udon. Fisher. One. One. At least one is still. Dumpling.
Jason Saka. What the heck? So funny. So funny to believe.
Right now, only have the soup. I don't want.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot for coming by. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.
That's it.
Peace out, baby.
What kind of drink do you like? No kind of tea. Lemon tea, milk tea, strawberry milk tea.
Peace, guys.
Get the
Bye.
nice tea.